The history of the ludoteka begins with Luis and Eric. They met when they were young at the Boy Scouts. Their fascination for board games brought them together, and they formed a group of friends that shared their same interests. It grew with time. Eventually, they decided that they wanted to have a special place for people to reunite, a place for everyone that was interested in board games. And that is what they did. In 2019, La Ludoteka was officially inaugurated. At first, it was only a small establishment with a little over 100 board games, but it expanded as the years were passing. Now, La Ludoteca recently celebrated their fourth anniversary, having more than 400 board games and a big community of players.
Industry outlook. La Ludoteca has been in the business for over 4 years, and in the last 2 years, they have seen an increase in their competition since the pandemic has ended. They have two competitors, La Barrita, which is a coffee shop that is near La Ludoteca and has many coffee drinks and a larger menu. And there is also Alchemia, that is a snack restaurant which also offers playing with board games as a main factor to attract customers.
Despite having a menu that can be satisfactory for some customers, in terms of drinks, especially coffee, there is not a great variety. And the lack of this variety causes some customer dissatisfaction, because the ones that prefer specific types of coffee or desire unique flavors may feel compelled to seek for alternative places that offer a wider range of options. And also, when customers are not satisfied with the service or with the beverage choices that they have, they are less likely to return to the cafe. So this causes a competitive disadvantage for La Ludoteca and also a negative word of mouth that can affect directly the reputation of the company.
The solutions that we establish are first expand the coffee menu. Since I mentioned it, there are only three types of coffee, and through this menu expansion, we seek to attract a new customer segment, especially like in people who are interested in drinking coffee, especially in the morning when people just want to take some quiet time before going to work, also for days when there is not much movement in the part of board games, or just for people who have like preference for coffee at any time of the day. And second is playing that the staff take a course to be certified as professional baristas. In this way, customers can feel like more confident with the preparation of their drinks, and at the same time gain an advantage over the competition that does not have certified people. And basically, our innovation are based on improving the customer experience, especially for people who prefer coffee over the other drinks that are on the menu, as well as the expansion of the drinks. And with the course that are taken, it is expect that to add more drinks in the long term, as well as gaining tests trust for customers with a different certification obtained, and just taking advantage of the market for cafeterias with the same twist or similar to Ludoteca.
With this innovation, the main objective is to be able to expand the coffee menu and with this attract a new customer segment, especially people interested in drinking variation of coffee. On the other hand, with the barista certification of the staff, customers will be able to have more confidence in the preparation of their drinks and food. In this way, La Ludoteca will not only expand the coffee menu but also increase the flow of customers in the morning and reach a new type of segment. Also, we need to talk about the sustainable development goals that the innovation meets. At first, we had the third one, that is good health and well-being. This is implementing the correct hygiene measures to provide quality and safety, cleaning the machines, the correct hand washing, the use of gloves, face masks or caps, ensuring the quality and clean lines of the ingredients, etc. At the second one, we have the A, that is promote sustainable, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. With this, the barista certification course, the company is allowing employees to grow professionally, and at the same time, the company will have more security and trust for its customer. These both employees and the company are favored. The third one is the 12, that is responsible consumption and production. With this is principally about the responsible management of ingredients and waste. And with the last one, we have the 13, that is take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. That is mainly implementing reusable and biodegradable cups, promoting a cup reuse culture, and having customers bring their own cups.
The constraints, assumptions of risks that we should assume for this innovation are the following ones. Number one, limited space. Adding more menu items may require additional space, which can be a challenge if the cafeteria is already operated in a limited space in a small area, therefore making the processes of the preparations of the foods and the beverages a difficult thing to coordinate and adding a lot of more time to the processes making made it will make the customers unhappy. Number two, costs. Expanding the coffee menu, although it may sound more as a benefit than a risk, it can also lead to failure because it will require additional expenses for ingredients, staffs, and equipment. This can increase the overall cost of running the cafeteria, so the prices that are already established for food and services will go higher, and it may drive customers away. Number three, competitors. There are other cafeterias in the area that offer similar services, making it difficult to differentiate and attract new customers. Number four, health and safety regulations. When adding more menu items, the cafeteria must comply with strict food safety regulations. Failure to do so can result in health hazards and legal penalties. Number five, the lack of interest. While the concept of a board game cafeteria may be appealing for customers and new customers, others may not be that interested in the idea and in this area. So, therefore, the cafeteria may need to consider how to attract a broader audience with new strategies. Number six, staffing. If the cafeteria expands its coffee menu, it may need to hire additional staff to accommodate customers. This can be a challenge if there is a shortage of skilled workers in the area.
What we want to deliver with this innovation would be to upscale the average ticket for the casual clients that just want a coffee and a place to stay for a while, something that is very common, especially on the weekends in the mornings, which are our slowest hours. Also, by introducing this innovation, we will deliver a more competitive environment because we will enter the cafeteria market, a market that is very common in the area that we are located at.
To finish, we will note that this innovation is meeting its objectives and have success if there is an increase in the purchase of beverages, a great number of customers in the morning, and visit from new customers.